From 4 o'clock in the morning, Palestinian workers start arriving at the Israeli side of the Eyal checkpoint. These men have permits to work in Israel, and now they have a dedicated bus service to take them to their jobs and back to the checkpoint at the end of the day. So workers and Israeli settlers won't have to share the same buses.
When I wanted to go home after work, I boarded the bus and the driver wouldn't let me on. I told him he can't legally do this. The settlers prevented me from boarding and a policeman pulled me off the bus.
There are thousands of Palestinians from the West Bank who work in Israel. And for them, this bus service is an advantage. It's cheap and it's fast, and many of them say that they don't want to be on the same bus as Israeli settlers. The Palestinian Authority says having separate buses for Israelis and Palestinians is discrimination.
It's worse than segregation. This is segregation under occupation. This is an occupying power that does not want to let go of its occupation and wants to legislate a permanent state of racism and discrimination.
Israeli settlers told us they feel more secure and comfortable if there aren't any Palestinians on the bus with them. The Israeli government says anyone can use the buses and it will save Palestinians money.
The new bus lines are intended to serve the Palestinian workers entering into Israel via the Eyal crossing and are meant to replace the pirate operators who transport the workers at inflated fares of tens of shekels.
While this new bus service will help some Palestinians, the routes aren't convenient for everyone. So most people will still have to take private vans to their jobs and catch public buses home. Here they face long delays at checkpoints and problems with Israeli police. But for the men on this bus, their daily commute is now a bit easier. What many really want, though, is a cheap, fast trip for all Palestinians working inside Israel. Nicole Johnston, Al Jazeera, Eyal Checkpoint, Israel.